just, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people be talking shit about America. Hey, if you don't like America, go to another country, bitch. I love this country. I'll protect this bitch. Hey, I don't know.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstones. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the Israelites of the Bible, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And I got a video right here that I found on Warstar on social media. It shows how Jake is pretty much, a lot of our people, they have Stockholm syndrome. They really love Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And you can see in this video how this guy, this Jake guy, he just pretty much saying those that don't hate America to get out of here, and how he will fight for them. And that's how it is with our people. 2/3 of our people are going to be judged by the Heavenly Father, how by Shem Yahshai, because they rather go look for help from Egypt, or seek the Egypt instead of seeking the Heavenly Father, how by Shem Yahshai. So I got right here Stockholm syndrome. It says right here, Stockholm syndrome is a largely psychologically driven survival mechanism where hostage or abuse victims develop positive feelings, loyalty, or empathy towards their captors, abusers, as a coping strategy, often defending them and resisting help from authorities. So right here you can see a lot of our people got Stockholm syndrome. It stems from the extreme prolonged trauma where the victim believes their survival depends on their predators. It is treated through long-term therapy. And that's how it's been since our people have been, in captivity with Esau Edom for a long time. Our people have created that Stockholm syndrome. And we go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. It says right here, "Woe to the rebellious children, said the One Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover their covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." And this is, the rebellious children are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because even though there's brothers out there, they're on the highways and the hedges, prophesying the downfall of this kingdom, you still have our people, going against it and not believing. Verse 2, "That walk to go down into Egypt, ask not and have not asked at my mouth, to strain themselves in the strain of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." And that's how it was. Our people trust more in Egypt, which Egypt is the United States. It's spiritual Egypt, the house of bondage. And Pharaoh is the president, because a lot of our people voted for Donald Trump, and right now they're regretting it because of everything that's going on. The war, the Middle East war, inflations, people losing jobs, a lot of stuff are going on around the world. So right now, because our people believe in them, they thought it was going to be different, but it's not. Verse 3, "Therefore shall the strain of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion." And yes, right now our people are have shame face, because they believed that Donald Trump was going to do change, but they didn't. And right now, I bet this Jake Solar that right now was talking that he will fight for America, I bet he's probably over there fighting with Iran, and I bet he's not saying that right now. And it's always been like that. Even when we came out of the first captivity with Moses, even our people will complain about it. And we go to the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 12. It says right here, and this is when the Egyptians were, going to go. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh by Shem Yahshai, put the heart in Pharaoh's heart to go follow the Israelites and to attack them. It says right here, verse 8 says, "And the other one Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with a high hand, but the Egyptians pursued after them, all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them, encamping by the sea besides Hahirat before Baal-Zephon. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel cried unto the One Yahweh. And they said unto Moses, Because there was no grave in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Is not this the word that we tell thee in Egypt, saying, Let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. And that's how it is, where some of our people rather, serve the Egyptians than serve the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the other one Yahweh, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians who you have seen today, you shall see them again no more forever. The other one Yahweh shall fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. And and we're going to come in those times when those that were blessed with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, we're going to have our faith and believe that the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to be protecting us, and he's going to be fighting for us. Also, it says in the book of Psalms, chapter 118, verse 8, it reads, it is better to trust in the other one Yahweh than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the other one Yahweh than to put confidence in princes. So yes, it's better to trust in the other one Yahweh Bashim Yahushai than in man, because it's the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that's going to be protecting us, because he's the one who is in control of everything. Even in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 5, it says right here, thus say the other one Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the other one Yahweh. So cursed is the man that trusted in man and not trusted in the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We should always trust the Heavenly Father, like it says in the book of Isaiah. Like it says, cursed is the man. It says in Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1, says, woe to them that go to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the other one Yahweh. So a lot of our people, they have trust and they look for help with United States, Esau Edom, because of the army. But right now the army of Esau Edom is losing really bad right now with Iran. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise again the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are man and not Yahweh, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the other one Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helped shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fell together. So it's the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that's going to be protecting us, not man. Like it says in the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 2, verse 15, it says right here, it's better to trust and fear the Heavenly Father. It says right here, they that fear the other one Yahweh will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. So those that were blessed with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, we're going to rehearse the righteous acts and do what we were commanded to go preach this gospel, whether people will hear or forbear. They that fear the other one Yahweh will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. And how do we seek the Heavenly Father? Well, we seek him by praying, asking for forgiveness and mercy, by fasting, and also by reading his word. And we are blessed when we read his word, because even in the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 3 says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. So we're blessed when we read the words of the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because we're being cleansed. We're not only getting clean from the inside, but we're getting comfort. And a lot of people right now are bugging out, they're on edge. But those that were blessed with this knowledge, with some understanding, we get comfort by the words of the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I'll go back to Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 16. It reads, they that fear the other one Yahweh will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the other one Yahweh will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. So we're going to prepare our hearts. How do we prepare our hearts? By reading his words, by examining ourselves, making sure that we're walking always in faith and in fear towards the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and humble our souls, because that's what the Heavenly Father wants from us, to humble ourselves to him. Verse 18, saying, we will fall into the hands of the other one Yahweh and not into the hands of man. So we're going to fall into the hands of the Heavenly Father, because everything comes from the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He kills and he makes alive. He heals and he wounds. And not into the hands of man. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.